Sup everybody, it is time for another M Plus walkthrough. Today we are looking at a 24 temple, and it is on a Tyrannical week with Spiteful and Quaking, which is quite a big, or it was quite a big push week. The sound is not here yet, but don't worry guys, it will be in like 30 seconds or something, since this is taken from my stream. But yeah, we're doing some basic starting here with one water speaker and one big water elemental, sending lost all CDs. DH dying in the beginning here can happen, you know, DH brain charging in, dying, stuff like that. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, now we got the sound. Clearing the puddle quite easily and heading on here. What I usually like to do here, I like to kill like the small droplets and then chain this big water elemental into the next pack, since you usually just have killed well, the first pull you have just used your defensives and all of your offensive CDs, so chaining it into a lot more AoE instantly can be kind of deadly, so be a bit careful about that. We could have done it this week since it's not fortified, but we have the time and we have the damage, so just did it safe here. And yeah, now we're just gonna focus this water speaker and gonna head off to the next pack quickly here. We still have a sentinel rolling, which is kind of a main defensive. Wanna try to get that up as quickly as possible. I think at this point we had like 34% haste on a Paladin, so with Bloodlust you can like sentinel back to back without you getting quite close. You can see I'm like at 49 seconds and it's like around, depends on the procs, but 25 seconds left or something, because you are reducing it all the time. Here we're engaging the 3-pack. Ideally as a Paladin you kind of want, you can control one of the water speakers, like use your kicks and your shield on the hydro lances, and then you can use your hammer and your blind to stop the big AoE cast, the bubble thing, and then just make your other DPSs control the other one, and then you're chilling. Here we're gonna finish this off, and we instantly, which can look a bit weird, gonna chain or pull the boss here, even though you can see the healer have like no mana, but there's no damage going out other than the little pool people are dropping here, so there's no reason to give the, or like to waste time giving the healer time to drink here. But yeah, we're just trying to have a kick rotation here, hopefully get a spell reflect or two onto the warrior, and yeah, that's basically the boss fight. Not much to talk about, but just trying not to die here. People tend to die on this boss. Shit happens. One really big thing I have is, it's kind of hard to see because of my logo, I guess, but in the left corner sometimes you'll see like a red bar appearing, and it will like tell me when the erupts in the water is about to happen. You can see it's going now like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and boom. Okay, it was before. It's coming now. There we go. It's a really good way to see if you can cross or if you cannot cross. If you just go into Rego and search Rosemary, you should be able to find it quite quickly. But yeah, let's talk quickly about a comp. This was before the Resto Druid nerfs, as far as I remember. So yeah, in my opinion, Resto was the best healer at this point, so we got that. And we have Decurs also in for the Mistweavers. And we actually also have Shaman Decurs, so can pull multiple Mistweavers without problem here. And then we have a Lust and a Shaman. When it comes to a DPS comp, it kind of works together, because you have the warrior buffing everybody, and you have the Windfield Totem, which both me, the warrior, and the DH can utilize. and then the DH. So usually not you see too much, but it in this dungeon with the amount of target there's and the synergy with the buffs and the Windfeud Totem, it's actually kind of good. And then we have the carry heal from the Wrister. Yeah, just finishing up the boss here. You can use your defensives as a Paladin in between here, just to reduce the damage overall. So the healer doesn't have to do anything and you don't have to heal yourself, but usually you just want to try to spam your Hammer of Righteous to get procs on Judgment. And I'm not doing it too much, but you should actually also use your Vok to reduce your Sentinel. To get more uptime on that during this fight for damage and Hammer of Wrath procs. And to help your teammates, definitely try to throw out your sec, and sometimes you lay on hands for people going out with the swirlies there. Yeah, finishing up. No deaths, pretty good. So our time is pretty decent here. Now we saved the invis spot for this because we want to skip the pandas. You can pull him on Tyrannical week, but they're usually not worth it. Like the amount of damage they can do is kind of sucky. Ideally you want to do a bigger pull instead and then chain 2 pandas later on onto a Minion of Doubt. You will see when we come to that. Here I can't remember if we pull 2 shards, but ideally you want to pull 2. I think I have... we just do basic pull. We have 1 kick going on the Shah, I think it's the warrior, and then we have me and the DH on the fish here. Nothing special. Just make sure to kick the Shah. I think the DH just got slapped. It's like he got aggro like for a second, and then the tank mechanic started. I taunted back and have aggro, but since the tank mechanic started on the DH, it just wanna go on the DH, and there's nothing you can do. I guess you could aggro bust him, like the Blessing of Spell Warden. I'm wanting that. I'm usually not wanting it, but specifically in this dungeon on Tyrannical week, it's really nice because you can live forever on the third boss. Like it's like 7 or 8 rotations of the green shit you can live, which is kind of broken in my opinion. So yeah, we'll see when we get there. And we're just gonna finishing up this bird. This bird can be kind of dumb. You see me using my bob here to remove the bleeds. What you kind of want to try is not get a bleed onto the next pack. Like here, I think I kited just out to not get a second stack, because the bleed actually hurt quite a bit. And if you're going in with like 2 or 3 stacks onto this pack, you're gonna take a fuck ton of damage. Here, we just want 2 kicks on the Horsen, and 1 kick on the Tiger when it reaches. You can see the little white stripe in the middle of its health bar. Heal is coming here. I'm kicking it. And then the Beetle, just try to constantly have it stuns, so it doesn't put stacks on the tank. It's like 10% reduced health, I think it is, so that will stack up quite quickly. And here we're just gonna try to get down to the scroll quickly. Could have done it a bit faster, since we want the boss to spawn. Just gonna finish off the shades, so the mana can get a drink here. Just gonna get a drink, real life myself here. But yeah, we're still on track. All the DPS is pumping, around 100k all of them. And we're gonna lust in a minute here. And then we also gonna lust. I think we lost. We got like 1 more. I think we lost this, and then we actually lost this last boss probably. On fortified weeks, you can lost the pack before the last boss, but since it's tyrannical, it's not the worst pack again. Just requires you tank to manage the CDs quite well. And here again, basic boss. Again, after the nerfs, this is not really a boss like most bosses in Temple. Like first boss is a joke, this boss is a joke, and third boss is just it's a tank chick, and last boss is the real chick. Last thing here, pumping this boy. You're switching around 7 stacks. You can also do 6, ideally in pucks if you want to be safe. Just make sure you know what gives stacks to these creatures and what doesn't. If you are standing like I'm doing. When it comes to Prod Pella, you're kind of chilling because the only way you can give stacks to the other guy is with your shield. So you will see me using the shield, but I only really do it when the other guy doesn't have any stacks, or when we're about to switch. So like now I should probably throw... Okay, I didn't do it there, but right before we switch I like throw a shield on the main target, because then the other one like gets one and then we on that one. And the same with Bill. Yeah, try to use it when one resets, so you don't just stack them up too much. You still see me taking some damage here. This was really different when before they nerfed it. You actually have to manage your cooldowns quite well, but now you can just kind of send them. I think we just kill it here. Yeah, that was like on the second. Nasty stuff. But yeah, gonna go up here, pull the big guy with the Mystery and the Guardian. Here you can just throw a hammer, or in my case a little shield through to get the guys up. And then you just want to pump the big guy and have 2 kicks on the Mist Weaver, and then probably see me doing it in a second here. Use a Hutch or a Blind on the Guardian if you don't want to move too much. Got a leg sweep. Oh, no, it wasn't leg sweep. Oh, Chaos Nova, yeah, from the DH. And again, I see this is kind of fine. There's much to talk about here. We only have the Guardian really slapping us. And then we're trying to like have a shield or some Shield of the Righteous spams ready when all the mob spawns. I'm gonna get 1 round more here of the small ones. And I give them some damage and start kiting to the next pack. Now we get to the spicy area. This really depends on what you have of CDs and damage and stuff like that. Because you can pull a ton in here if you have your CDs as a Paladin. Like here I'm gonna wait for the patrol to go a bit further, and I'm gonna get the big guy in. There we go. Again, 2 kicks on the Mist Reaver here, and the big guy just want to focus, and the only thing you have to be a little scared of is the Minion of Doubt when it's throwing its claw. You can see it's coming in 5 seconds. I have like on the left of the nameplate a little indicator. It's coming now. Duck. Take a hit there. Just make sure you have a defensive for that. Since it's on tier 1 defensive is enough. Fortified, it can be a bit more spicy. And what you can also do, which is really huge, is stops in general. Like if somebody uses stop on this Minion of Doubt here, I think it's cast. Yeah, it does cast. It will like cancel the cast, and it will not cast, which is so huge, especially when you pull more of these guys. Then you can just do CC stop rotations, and your tank can stand still for like years. It's so broken. So here we're just gonna finish up the charge quickly. I think we kill the Shade too, because you can see the mana on the healer doesn't exist. So I'm gonna wait for him to start a drink here, and then we're gonna chain here. So here it's 4 kicks. I think I call for the DPSers to handle the shards, and then I'm on the Mistweaver, just using my normal kick, my shield if it's up, and then stops to control whatever I don't have kicks for. Here we're popping Guardian since 2 shards was about to hit me at the same time. You can also look out for the hit from the Guardian, but to be honest, it's not something I worry too much about, because the front load, you see it's coming there, it's like does nothing. The dot does a bit, but that's incoming damage you can kind of handle. So yeah, now you can see I only have Paladin Defender, which I'm popping now, and then I have my bubble. So we could technically chain it into the other pack with AD, because we cannot die in AD, and then bubble and then sentinel. But we want to get a 2-pack. We're gonna get the Mistweaver and the Guardian. You see me running through it in a second here, and chain it into the Minion of Doubt to our right here. So that's why I'm holding a bit of CDs and just waiting a bit here. This one you can outrange as a tank. So yeah, they're just gonna kill it and make sure I have enough aggro to leave. Now here I'm gonna shield it first, and then I'm gonna get ready to kick it. There we go, so we don't die. That can happen if you like pull it and you forget the kick and nobody is there, then you're just gonna get beamed to death. It's no fun. Now we're gonna chain it here, send a sentinel, a bell, just gonna blast this. What you also can do a little, like this is ideally the way I wanna do it. You can, if you wanna do some spicy stuff, you can pull more in here, but again it depends. Look at the offensives on your group. Like you can see the DH just used his big defensive. I have the Omni CD tracking it, and the warrior also popped with his avatar. Shaman I don't really track anything with, because they're kind of like outlaw rogues and sub rogues. They're just permanently doing good damage. They have CDs, but they're like up all the time almost. Now we get to the spicy part, where you can show your skill expression. So I don't have it. I do have it. No mind. Gonna give the healer time to drink here, and then we go. So what we're gonna do is kind of chill in the first phase here. Just use a single offensive. Not even that required, because you can see me taking a hit here. It does hurt a bit, but one defensive is enough. And then we just want to make sure that I'm popping Sentinel now, but we want to make sure that we have Sentinel at the beginning of the first hit, when it turns into the green phase. I'm not sure what it's gonna call. I'm just gonna call it green shit, because it's green. This is yellow. Like, and then we're gonna bob the second one, and the third one we will have Sentinel. The third one we're gonna use a Guardian, and the fourth one we're gonna bus, which completely denies it, the same as Bob. And then the fifth we will have Sentinel up again, and the sixth we will use a little defensive, and then we will use like have 2 spam heals ready and use Lay on Hands. And then the 7th we will have what is it? We will have Guardian up again, and the 8th we have Sentinel. So yeah, you can tank it for a long time. Here it's gonna be a bit spicy. It's the first one because we didn't have Sentinel right in the beginning. But as you can see, I have a walk proc ready, and I have enough holy power to use another Word of Glory, so I can like walk 2 times in a row with defensives. So it's like pretty easy to survive. Don't need any help here. This is gonna be a bob here. I did do it a bit different because how my cooldowns was up and the healer wanted to use back. So this is gonna be the third. But I bust this instead. Whatever. I should bob it because of some stuff later on, but it's all good. And now this is gonna be this is just gonna be Ardent Defender, and I'm gonna spam heal. I also have pot, so we're kind of chilling here. Getting in again, not too much space. It's all good. This is gonna be Bob, so this is a chill one, and then after that we'll have Sentinel again. See here, Bob, just chilling. And then we can just pop Sentinel now. No need to hold it. And then we're gonna pop Ring of Tyr. It's coming here, and then we're gonna pop Rock and another Rock, and then we're chilling. and now that should be it. Phase before the next one. There we go, perfect. If another one came, we could. It would be a bit spicy in that situation because I mismanaged my CDs a bit. But I could call for a back from the Druid and then just do the same thing with Vok. Just have 2 Voks ready, and then you're just topping yourself. It heals way too much, especially if you crit. It's a bit broken. But yeah, not much going on here. What you could do here is try to pull a pack through the wall. You can do that with Consecration and with your Hammer of Righteous. I'm not showing it in this pull, but if you get really close to the door, to the next room, and place your Consecrate or use your Hammer of the Righteous, it can pull the first pack through the door. It's something you can pull onto the boss to do it a bit more efficient. Didn't do it here though. Yeah, I'm asking the DH to go cage the Mistweaver on the right, so we can chain the 2 Guardians onto this pack. Popping Sentinel here. So we just have to handle the Water Speaker and the Mistweaver here. It's like 2 kicks on Mistweaver and 2 to 3 kicks, 3 kicks actually on the Water Speaker. But 2 kicks is enough, so I handle the Mistweaver and then we have stops on the Water Speaker. And the Guardians, there's 3 Guardians, but you can use your offensives now, like AD and Tyr and Sentinel, and then you could technically also use your Guardian, but you want like everything for the last pull here, because it's gonna hurt a lot of tank busters. Here I changed the Mistweaver. When the first Mistweaver died, we could have done both at the same time with the combi we have, as I talked about in the beginning, since we both have a Druid and a Shaman. Here we could chain now again also. I don't do it because the timer is kinda okay. Then we get into pull here. Here's a lot of kicks, so just make sure to use your kicks and then save your stops again for the tidal burst, unless you have a reset and shield. I did use Sentinel here. This is a mistake, because unless you have a lot of haste, you're not gonna have it up for the big pull here. We're gonna see. I'm actually not. I should not have it up for this pull, so I'm not sure what I'm really gonna do. But let's see. I think I'm just gonna call for Ironbark at the start of the pull, and then like get Sentinel mid pull. But ideally what you can do is like get Sentinel, you use Sentinel, and then you can bubble it on, use all the offensive, and then you have Sentinel up again. But yeah, getting in here with back without Sentinel, it's a bit spicy. I did have Bell, so aggro is not a problem. Stuff running out here. Gonna use Guardian in a second here. Guardian now. I did hodge that cast, so it didn't go through, and I'm probably gonna blind these 2. No, I'm not gonna let this one go through too. I bob now. So we're chilling for 4 seconds. Then we're gonna have Sentinel up in a second here. I think I might actually die here. Let's see. I walk into the... Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna kite. Here I could have... not uncomes with the Shaman, but... like, Totem is really good here to stop the minions tank busters, then I didn't have to move. And if I didn't troll and use Sentinel on the pack right before with the casters, I would have had the Sentinel and pull here and I wouldn't have to move. But it's all good. Big guy's almost dead. Gonna finish it before the next spawn of the small ads. Now we just want to finish the shades quickly so the healer can start drinking. Then we're gonna go send the last boss here.
Range 5.
There we go. This is the... as a tank, this is quite chill. He does slap quite a bit, so just in between, like when you're full HP, ideally like use an offensive, because the damage is kind of randomish, and you can get like one shot if you're too low, because he's shooting stuff out all the time if you don't expect it. So we lost now, a little too early, but it's fine. And then we send everything. I pop Sentinel. I don't have pre-pot, but the purple pre-pot I have is kind of good here. You can also use a normal pre-pot, because you don't get too much effectiveness out of the purple one, since there's not too many targets. I do like to use it though. And what you kind of want to do as a Paladin here is try to get have you Bill and you Sentinel up for every time he does the Bounce of Reality, so you have some damage for the ads. Here you see me bust the healer. He cleansed one and I bust him, so he doesn't take any damage for like 10 seconds from the dots. He does have you do have to remove it anyway, since he doesn't remove it, but to stop the damage, which is kind of nice. And again, one is getting cleansed, and I'm sacking the healer. Try to sack, lay on hands, and use your bus on people here. Helps quite a lot. And if you see you healer on like low mana, or if you kind of have the procs, try to heal somebody when they're getting too low, because they can get one shot randomly, which is the scary part here. Again, another turn here. We had Sentinel, we had a Bell, sending them home. And here the warrior is kind of chilling. He popped Spell Reflect. And we're just gonna keep doing what we do, trying to utilize the FX as much as we can, down to the wire. That's actually a really good tip. Oh, one thing quickly, if you just saw it on my like on my abilities, the Consecrate turned red, and that means I'm not standing in it. That can happen quite often. You might not even realize it, but Consecration has a tendency to like fall through the floor. It doesn't really fall through the floor, it's still there and doing damage, but you don't get your 15 to 20% damage reduction from it, which can be really scary sometimes. But yeah, again here, belling, popping these ads. DB is doing a really good job here. DH is actually really good here, because they like have Eye Beam and solid damage for it every time. And Druid 2 with the Vortex is so giga, because it can like contain these fuckers. And again with the FX here, the thing I wanted to say about the FX is like the 30% increased damage and 30% increased healing is so big, so like hold it to the wire and you'll be chilling hard. Here the warrior struggling a bit, not popping his spell prophetic, but it's all good. Healer also low on mana, so we're getting into the section where it's a good idea to keep a bit of an eye on the DPSs, especially since the boss is so low. Like it is dead now. We want the key if we don't die. We do have 2 reses though, and both me and the druid can send it out, so we should be good. Awkward quaking here, and now we go. Sending a bell, probably also pre-pot here, if I notice it. Probably don't. I'm trolling here, but it's all good. DH is getting close to death. Quickly spamming him there, looking out for it. I think, yeah, healer dies, but again we have 2 reses, it's okay. He actually gets some mana from that, so probably even worth it, so he can heal a bit. Again, I'm keeping more and more like an eye on people here, since they're dropping quite low because of the struggle of the healer's mana. Just popping it here. No reason to, like, when you're getting this close to the end, just pop your defensives. Shit can always happen. And yeah, we get the key. 29 minutes and 19 seconds, around 100k each from all of the guys. Pretty solid. We got another solid key out of this, a 24 cost, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Might be coming up in the next couple of days, we'll see. But yeah, this is all from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.